Hello, welcome to Bars and Bells. My name is Lauren.
And I'm Ian.
And this is our strength and swings class. We have our kettlebells off to the side that we'll get to in a couple minutes. Let's first get our body weight moving and grooving.
Get those shields going.
To take some tension.
Always be ready for that ever-threatening Polish punch here. I like standing in my squatting-like stance. Feel free to sit, stand as we check in with our head and neck. We'll do our chin tucks like usual, crown of head high. From here, flexion. You're mostly there, top of chin towards the sternum. Now keep your eyes on the horizon. Maybe sounds easier than it is as you extend the neck. Then keep looking forward, try to smile. Whoa, here we go, chin tuck, chin towards sternum. Then again, we'll look forward on the horizon, extending the head neck. Return to tall. Keep the eyes forward, keep the nose fixed, and lateral flexion at the head neck. That means an ear to shoulder. Check. Then pull down on that short side, stabilize the movement as you flex laterally the other way. Repeat, pull, ear to shoulder. As we do this, visualize the head moving a little to a lot and the neck remaining very still. The neck doesn't move. Return the crown of the head high. I love this person on my right, so I'm going to take a look at her in that rotation. Hello, Lauryn, rotation. Then rotating through center the other way. It's that chin tuck, crown of head high. Breathe, check in. One last rotation, going through center to the other side. The chin is tight, the body is still, the head is gently moving. Return to face center. Let's repeat those same 3 actions at the rib cage now. For that, I like my hands in tight. Anywhere is good for you, but keep those shoulder blades retracted. Flex. Moderate chin tucks. I'll look forward just to keep saying hello, but we're pulling the rib cage to the hips. Is your shield engaged? So
Always.
Pull down as we then extend up. Up versus back. Repeat. Easy does it, the flexion. Imagine that rib cage rolling forward on the hips. Moderate chin tucks are appropriate. And engage your shield pulling down as you look to grow tall in extension. Shake it out just a little bit. Repeating that lateral flexion at the rib cage, we oscillate the rib cage to go sideways. Sometimes the head may come with, as I'm showing right here. Next level, not even sure if I can do it today, is to have the head stay stable and instead laterally flex the rib cage. Whew. Engage that core for stability and mobility. Lastly, it's the rotation, hands in tight. Keep your sternum and your chin lined up as you rotate the upper body. Are those hips facing forward? Did they open up? Keep them forward and return to center. Alternate to the rotation to the other side. Same concept of moving over top of the ribs. Avoid moving out of your cylinder. Repeat one more, not much. I'm looking at 2 o'clock straight ahead here, returning through center, and then 10. 10s and 2s, nice positions to gently access that rotation. That's it for me. To Lauryn now as we continue our warm-up. Get your bells warm on a cold day.
Get your bells warm.
Let's go.
Before we get our bells warm, we have some more tending to do, and that's our feet and our wrists. So with our toes nice and spread out, gripping the floor with all 10 toes, gently press your knees towards over your toes. Extend your hips, squeezing your cheeks, pulling your kneecaps up, bracing your core. You're at the top of your kettlebell swing. Let's do that again. Knees towards over toes, and then press through, growing up tall. We'll drive down, find a nice balance, control the down. We're gonna add on ending up on the floor. So knees towards over the toes. Roll those heels up off the floor, soft landing, knees, extend the hips forward. We'll untuck the toes and then we'll gently sit back on those feet. Now, before we go any further, let's press up, tuck those toes again. And this time keep your head, shoulders, and I don't know if I said those things right. Head, shoulders, and hips in a straight line as you try to lean back. So as you keep that straight line, lean back and then squeeze and extend forward. Let's try that 1 or 2 more times. Hips stay extended, tucked, bracing that core as you lean back and then press through to tall. One more. Let's change it up. Point those toes out the back. Try the same thing. Hips stay extended, gently leaning back. Pull through to tall. From here, we will then...
From here, I think is what
yes.
the cue
We're going to
is.
find the floor to get our wrists warmed up.
I just felt like I was in the back. I'm going to join you up front here.
Okay, so fingertips down. Let's straighten those elbows, pull the shoulders down, and find the floor to our palms. Those elbows remain straight. Our blood donations right now are facing forward. Could we keep that grip heavy on the floor and rotate those donations backwards? And then rotate them forward again. And one more time, rotating them backwards, and then ending up with them forward. Pinkies heavy, ring fingers heavy, middles, index, thumbs. Pull on the floor, drifting to some wrist extension, shoulder over top of fingertips, and then press yourself back. Repeat that again. Elbows stay straight, pull yourself forward. We'll press ourselves back, flicking the floor away, shaking it out. We'll do 1/4 turn of those hands for our sideways facing hands for the get-ups. Fingertips down, full hand, elbows straight. With your shoulders down, gently push your right fingers into the floor, and that should send you to the left. And then when you push your left fingers into the floor, it should send you to the right. Feel that back and forth kind of action here as we work from side to side. And then end up in center, bend and flick.
Flick.
Pushing the floor away. Some lunges.
Lunges, continuing those hip warm-ups here. Assemble in that tall hip extended stance as Lauryn's showing again, and bring a leg straight forward. Where is it? We'll get out to the side in a second, but for now, just heel toe 1 degree in, that adduction on that hip. Hike a hip just a little bit, and then pull it down. To help level those hips, let's add tension on that front foot by gently at first, but push down through this foot. I know it's not entirely possible, but imagine pulling the back leg off the ground. 5, 4, down on the front, up on the back, and relax that effort. Let's repeat that one more time, so slowly acclimate those toes that are open to press down into the floor. Push down on that front leg, pull up on the back leg. You feeling the scissor up and down pulley systems in those hips? I hope so. Easy off, try to get to that toe point, bring it underneath, extend the hip through. Same effort on the other side. Now when that hip is flexed here, it's likely we're hiked. So lightly pull it down and assist that tension leveling hips by pushing down on the front leg and envisioning pulling the back leg off. We'll do that for 5 more seconds. About 10 seconds of work here. Coast away the effort. Ooh, maybe a little hula in there feels good too. Repeating once more, we'll press down on the front leg. Envision, imagine, pull that bottom leg off. This back leg is tucked under, feel some scissor tension
3,
for
2.
a couple seconds left. Coast away the effort. Ballet points in front, hip extension through. I'm going to do one of those favorite movements that I was shared with Lauryn a second ago. Let's either tuck the toes like me or like Lauryn, and one of these nice little planky bridges. Here we go. I love sharing that. Lauryn, thank you for bringing that in. Oh my goodness, that's tough. And then through. But lunging in the front is the only way we lunge. We lunge out to the side. So Lauryn, either show off with that, or
I just want to do that again.
I do too. So let's share one more lunging out to
Bringing
the side.
that foot up to the front. This time we'll heel toe it out to the side. Only bringing it as far as you can so that knee and that toe stay in the same line. Avoid that ankle overreach. Let's gently again hike that hip up and then pull down. And now from here, lightly tuck under. As you tuck under that back hip, pull in that side leg and don't go anywhere, but just feel the tension pulling into center. Now don't change anything, but try to press that away from center. And then pull the tension back in, extending that back hip. And one more time, press away. We'll end up pulling the tension back in. We'll do 1 drift, knee towards over toe. As you drift out here, that back hip remains extended. We're staying tall on top. And then we're pressing back to center. Heel toe the leg to the front. Try to bring that leg directly underneath, and we'll repeat on the other side. So through to that kneeling lunge position first. Back hip stays extended as you heel toe open to the side. Again, extended, drive down, pull in. Feel this tension build together, and then push it away from center. And again, pull it back in, and then press it away. And one last time, pulling it in and drifting the knee towards over the toe for 1. And then sending that energy away to come back to center. Heel toeing the leg to the front. Pulling the leg right underneath. And next,
That's my planking sound.
Oh, we're gonna plank.
Yeah. So let's get to that high planks position, warming up those hands like Lauryn helped us to in the warm-up. High planks assembled from the knees is appropriate too. Gently tip your tailbone to the ceiling. That's it, Lauryn. Then tuck it underneath. Perfect. That's the shape we want. Now for 5 more seconds, pull your right hand to the right foot to the right hand, left hand to the left foot. Go, 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 go. Then gently reset those knees. Think of that tension in your plank for the shield.
And your swing.
Then cross body tension. So assemble light effort here in our high plank with our slightly tucked under hips. Now across the diagonal, pull your left hand to the right foot and left foot to the right hand. Ooh, feel the X pattern coming through the belly button from the shoulder to the hip. Then reset the knees on the floor. One last time, apply all tension techniques, including bum squeezes and what else, Lauryn?
Oh, what else?
Yeah.
Well, squeeze your cheeks,
Okay.
pull your shoulders down, pull in parallel lines, then pull in an X pattern, then pull back in parallel, back in X. Now push the floor forward and back, lifting the hips towards the ceiling. Let's spend a second in our A-frame position, keeping the tailbone long and maybe pressing the heels towards the floor. Lengthening out those hamstrings, but from the very top, which means we're keeping that tailbone tilted towards the ceiling. One last little pedal. We won't go farther because we're gonna come down to the floor and do some get-ups. Get back in our groove with some get-ups. Today we're gonna break down our get-ups in halves. I don't know what a good symbol for half is. So we're gonna break down.
3 hands for that one.
Yeah, our get-ups in half, starting at the bottom. All the way, start at the bottom, get to your sweep, and then all the way back down. We'll repeat that on each side. Then we'll do some half get-ups from the top. Then we'll do some full get-ups. We'll do some swings in between. So just come on down right now.
So we have 2 bells, maybe a light one for the get-up and a little heavier load for the swing, if that's for you.
Right now, we'll be starting likely with your lighter bell on your side, cuddling, and then rolling and pressing that bell up into that firing range, or first position of our get-up. We'll extend the hip, squeezing the cheek, and pull to the elbow. Then find the hand. From here, we'll lift and sweep. Hold this windmill position. Shoulders are stacked over top of each other, your hands gripping the floor, you're looking at your bell. Next, we'll sweep the leg through, coming back down by the elbow and controlling to the floor. Spend a couple more seconds just holding that bell up, and then with 2 hands, pull it down and cuddle it to its side. Great. Let that bell go. Let's do the same thing on the other side.
Good to build that groove again.
Building the groove.
The get-up groove.
Start in the cuddle. Roll to your back. And that press. Now as your hip extends, you pull on the elbow. Then find your hand. That light bridge and sweep. Check it out again. Shoulders are stacked over top of each other. We're looking at that bell. Our wrist is nice and straight. We'll sweep back through, find the elbow, and then control to our back. Hold for 3, 2, bell will come down. Let's roll over to our stomach and do a push-up up. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Okay. So from our stomach, either from the knees or the toes, tuck the hips, 1 unit, press, tailbone tips long, hands walk towards feet or feet to hands into your hinge position. Hinge, 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 and then
Find that hinge in that A-frame or down dog shape, because now it's time to kettlebell swing, or at least break down our swing with our favorite swing drills, namely the stop swing. Lauryn, show them a few stop swings here, and then we'll do it all together.
hikes.
It's 2, hike passes, that's right. So that first move is the tip, and then we pull that bell to the zipper and return to the floor in front. Pause, Lauryn. Don't get too many reps to get super jacked ahead of us here. So we're going to do 5 repetitions together. Hike, pass, pulls. Start addressing your kettlebell. 2 hands on, engage that tip. Take a breath and pull and return. And pull, return. This is 3. 2 more repetitions, pull. Last one, body weight up. We'll repeat that one more time, Lauryn, shouldn't we? We should do one more set of that.
Sure.
And we're looking for that calm, unmoving upper body, pulling with the lats, engaging the core. Repeat 5 repetitions. Hinge and pull. 1, park. That's 2. Pull again. And again. Okay, one more. And then body weight up, high tension, and then some light shakes for relaxation.
We're going back to our kettlebell bell, our get up bell, and we're going to stand over top of it, press it, and then do a get up down to that halfway point we did the last time, and all the way back up, each side. So find your bell here, standing over top. We'll use our cheek clean to that rack position. When you're ready, a nice hop, press. Take the leg you can touch, stepping it back. Let's slow that lunge down. Controlled. Shoulders over top of hips. Front leg opens up. As we rotate and hinge, we start looking at that bell. And we're back to the stacked position for 3, 2. The handle press the floor away. Hips extend. Front foot moves. Pushing down and forward, down and back to tall. Now let's slowly pull that bell to the rack position. 2 hands. Hinge. Up without. Take a second. Shake it out. Same thing. Other side. Hinge. Grip to rack. Controlled press. Overhead. That leg that you can touch. Control the down for 3, 2. Soft land. That front foot opens. We rotate and hinge on the hip for the hand to find the floor. Stacking over top. 3, 2. Hip will extend forward. The front leg will move. Down and forward, down and back to tall. And then again, control to the rack position. And with 2 hands, park that bell. We'll leave that bell there and we'll move back over to our swinging bell.
So this time I'll be showing the next progression. If I name it right, that's an A+, the stop swing. Tell them, Lauren.
In that stop swing, we always start in our hinge position. We'll perform a hike pass, 1 full swing, and park the bell. When we do 1 full swing, we want those hips to end up back in that hinge position every time, getting no shallower. So keep those shins vertical, reach the hips back, and at the top, have that plank tension.
Got it. Okay, so how many, Lauren? I think 5, right?
Sure, 5.
Awesome.
Tip, pull, swing, through, park, repeat. At the top, those shoulder blades are nice and retracted. We're keeping that chin tucked. And I think 1 more. Parking that bell.
Oh, hair flip. Give it a check. I made us do 2 sets the last time. Coach Lauren, what do you think?
Well, I was waiting for you to say that again.
So I'm bad. Good cop, bad cop here.
2 sets. Ready?
I like the way that makes my heart rate feel. Let's do it again.
Sit up behind your bell. Tip.
Maybe not too close to the wall, though.
No. Tip, pull, swing, through, park. Let's do stop swings, Ian.
Yep, I'm on board now.
3. Where are those blades? Where are the abs?
Together.
1. And
Ready for Angelica's punch.
good.
Whew.
Take a second off.
Shake it out.
We're back to that get up bell.
Those high intensity moments, even super in shape people, maybe on some days we feel that, other days not so much. But here we are, gets that heart rate going and getting up or down with the kettlebell. Full get-up's a thing, Lauren, right?
Full get up. 1 each side. Start at the bottom, go to the top, go back down. From the cuddle to the roll press. That hip drive to elbow, to the hand. We're sweeping. And then this time we're pressing the floor away, coming to that lunge position, putting it all together to go up and controlling back down. Take your time as you rotate and hinge around that bell. Find the elbow and control to the back. Pulling the bell down, placing it nicely on its floor, and turning yourself around. It's like the hokey pokey. All right.
Nice. Yeah, I like it. Hokey pokey was fun as a kid.
And you roll to your back. You press the kettlebell and okay, you extend your hip to your elbow. Find your hand. Bridge sweep. Pressing the floor away. Front foot. I haven't seen the hokey pokey in a really long time. Then control the down. Keep that vertical body. Rotate and hinge around the bell. Sweep. Elbow to your back. Hand comes down, bell comes down, cuddles.
But Baby Beluga, that one's been sung a little bit lately.
Practice your guitar skills.
Practice those guitar skills.
Even Rafi, the basics.
Even Rafi can teach me new notes. Whew. Who knew? We have continuous swings coming up here. We're getting back on track and away from guitar bar chords, at least here. 5 repetitions of our continuous swing. Lauryn, show us what that looks like first.
Well, I'll do 5 minutes.
And exactly. Okay. So either join Lauryn right now for your 5 if you know what's up. Go, 5. I'm gonna do it. Polish punch time. We're gonna do it. Tight abs, extended hips, dragon breath to match the power. Okay. And now I have to get ready for that Polish punch.
One must always dragon breath when doing their swings to brace the core. As you come through here, that exhale matches that hip extension. You'll create the most tension at the top there. But do remember to keep your core braced, even as you're entering that hinge position.
As Lauryn approaches the bell, it's high tension in the body. As she swings that bell, extending those hips, it's exceptionally high tension. Approach the bell with a brace and accentuate the brace at the top of that swing. With the breath, the butt cheek. Go.
Ian's turn. 5 continuous swings. 1, 2. If you're having some questions on your timing, try to match your timing as we swing. That'll keep it ballistic and quick.
Nice.
We have 1 more full get up on each side. And
it's down and up time.
How was that Bruno Mars move?
Oh.
Something. I think
smoking with the window.
He does it way better than I do. Okay,
Good
we're going to press our kettlebell all the way down, all the way back up. Here we go. To the rack position. Zip. To the press. Yep. Step back lunge. Slow down.
Ooh, a little fast.
Front foot opens. Rotate hinge. Sweep. Elbow. Back. Keep the bell there. Come back up. Hip drive. Find the hand. Bridge and sweep. Hand. Foot. Hip hop. Now control it down. And then 2 hands parking that bell. Excellent. 1 second or 3 off. Same thing on the other side. Last set of get-ups here today. Using the hinge, cheek clean. Press it, okay? Slow lunge, take your time. Then that front foot, the rotate hinge, the sweep through, elbow, and back. Come on back up. Hip drive, find the hand, bridge sweep, press, and to tall. Control that bell down, 2 hands. Maybe just move it out of the way a little bit. Oh no, I'm gonna need it in a second actually.
Yeah. Press is coming up, first 1 set of swings. Lauryn will do 10 swings, I'll follow. Keep up with one of us, maybe both of us if you insist. But this I go, you go rep scheme will follow us as you go forward today's practice.
It's overrated. Rest
5
is best.
to 10 swings. Pack your shoulders. 1 and 2. The feet are rooted, gripping toes. The kneecaps at the top of that swing are pulled up, squeezing your butt cheeks. That brace of core is ever present. The shoulder blades are retracted. And 8, 9, 10 soon means it's our turn to do the same.
All right, Team Ian. Radio, your turn. 10 swings. Each time, those hips go back. Keep the core braced. Load the hammies and glutes. Drive down. To send that kettlebell forward. And play a little chicken with that kettlebell as it falls. Try not to move until you have to.
1 set of 10. There may be more swings coming up later today.
Save it, you're telling me.
Save it.
All right. We are now going to transition into some single arm presses as well as some single leg squats.
Squat time.
Grab a bell you want to press today as we just kind of get back our groove here to our presses. We're going to be doing 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. So 5 rounds.
Downsies.
5 rounds. If you feel like those numbers are not for you, pick 1s across the board, pick 2s across the board, 3s. Keep it simple. Here we go. 1 press each side. We're over top of our bell. We'll use our hip hinge, pull to that rack position, one controlled press, and then pull it down. And if you feel like one's easy, put that bell down. Do it slower. Slow the press down. Second side. Hinge, grip, rack, one controlled press, one pull down to park, place down.
Alternating those sets of presses with our pistol squat progressions. Standing on 2 feet, pull up a single leg and attach the elevated big toe to that inner ankle bone, that medial malleolus. From here, it's like Lauryn's warm-up. It's that knee over toe. Hang out, lift this leg up higher. Could we then get a millimeter lower? Then extend that hip through. Sets of 2 today, let's repeat. Perhaps from here, lift up right away. Then knee over toe, squat plie style, hips staying over the ankle. Then lift it a little bit higher, get a little bit lower, and then press the hip through to tall stand. Return the leg to the ground, squeeze both butts, shake it out, and alternate on the other leg. Pull up to that little ankle nook first, and from here, squat plie, knee over toe. Challenge that balance. Then flex this hip more, lifting the knee up higher. Could we then get 1 millimeter lower? Then drive those hips through, fully extending. Now, climb if that's available. Descend in that single leg squat plie. Perhaps flex the hip more by lifting up the elevated knee. Get 1 millimeter lower, and then extend those hips through. Return with control. And then, I hope that's a little difficult. Shake it out and return to Lauryn for the press.
Presses. We did ones. We'll do 2 in a row on each side. Again, pick your number if 2 is not for you. 2 not for you. Hinge. Pull to that rack. 2 presses. Control the up. Pull it down. Think chin up action on the down. Press again. I'm taking my time, going a little slower, making it just feel a little bit heavier, and then park that bell. Take a breath. Reestablish your tension. Same thing other side. Hinge to the rack. Control, pressing that bell overhead, and pull it down. And one more time. Press overhead. Pull it down. 2 hands. Hinge. Up without.
Up without. How did you find that first pistol squat drill? We hope that it's finding you moderate success. Maybe use that bar aid. It'll be slow, but it'll be strong. Let's just take our time and repeat that same drill one more time. Pull up to the ankle. Knee over toe. Then continue to flex the hip. And could you get just a little bit lower? Then extend the hip through, nice and tall, repeating. Climb already if that's for you. Then knee over toe. Lift it higher, try to get lower, and then extend that hip all the way through to toe, tall on 2 feet, a little of a shake and a reset, and alternate with the other leg. Pull up, start low, knee over toe from there, then flex that hip. This hip flexor here helps that one get lower, and then extend the hip through. Climb, if available, knee over toe descending in your squat, and pull it up higher yet again. Encourage yourself to get lower, and then of course that hip extension to finish on 2 feet.
Excellent. We're at the peak of our pyramid here. 3 presses on each side. So come back to your appropriate pressing bell. Use your hip hinge, pull it to that rack position, and 3 presses. Really thinking about grooving that up by squeezing the cheeks, pulling the kneecaps up as you do this, getting underneath that bell. Control it and put it down. Shake it out.
Nice.
And we'll do the same thing on the other side. Rack it. Yep. 3 presses. It's that full body tension, so not just our feet rooted in the floor, but the glutes, the quads, and that core brace. Pulling the bell down, parking, and placing down.
Parking and placing.
Pistols, round 3.
Parking and placing. Hey, spammer, how are you? Oh, I hope you're a spammer, not someone sincere. Yeah, that's okay. If you were to leave a sincere comment, I hope I can react a little bit better than that. Let's pull up though, single leg squats. This time we'll be extending the leg that's elevated off the floor. So, knee over toe, extend with either your ballet or the karate foot, and then extend the hip through, return. Climb if available to the knee, knee over toe next, hold for a second, then extension through the knee. Stand tall, return, hips through, 2 reps each. Those shakes are great in between. Other side, pull up to the ankle, knee over toe, straighten out that leg. Lift this leg higher if allowed. Then extend the hip through to tall, return the knee to bend, climb if available, then knee over toe, descending, straightening, quivering, fully extending, return under to tall. We went up to the top of that pyramid, coming back down.
We're back to 2s here. 2 presses on each side. Come back to your bell. Use that cheek lean to get it back into the rack position. And 2 presses. Control. Pull down. Lats, 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 lats. Vertical forearm on that down. And that straight wrist. Prevent that extension. No. Yep. Extension in the wrist when holding that kettlebell. Okay. Shake it out. 2 on the other side. Hinge grip. Rack. And up 1. Pull down. Up 2. Pull down. Cheeks are still squeezed on that down. Core brace. Park the bell. 1 more round after. More pistols.
Same progression for that pistol. Stand on 2 feet and always feel free to regress to either just that standing flamingo stance to improve your balance or always use your balance aid at the side. I got an extra 2 breaths in there, so that helps me. Let's pull up. Low flamingo stance, knee over toe. The knee stays in the fixed position. We straighten out that leg and extend that hip, driving forward, bend the knee. Climb if available, knee over toe next. Hang out, straighten, hold, extend, return bend, finish tall. And away I go. Repeating for 2 reps on the other side. Pull up. Descend in your plie squat. Extend the knee and lift it higher. Then extend through, bend the knee. You know the drill. Climb when ready. Oops. Then descend in that squat. Straighten the leg and lift it up. Extend the hip through, bend, finish in your tall stand and shake.
Ooh, legs are heavy.
Yeah.
All right, we have 1 more set of presses here. We're back to that single on each side. If you want to take your time on the up, try 5 seconds up, 5 seconds down. Here we go. To the rack first, and a 5, 4, 3, 2, up, and then a 5, 4, 3, 2, down. 2 hands, bell parks. Take a second side, 1 rep to that rack again, and 5, 4, 3, 2, up, and 5, 3, 2, rack, and park. Whew, excellent.
We'll be finishing today's practice on the floor, so there's been a lot of rules lately, how to get up, how to get down, so you choose, but end up in that pistol squat on the ground, if you can. Anyhow, Lauren.
Are we gonna swing after yourself? Oh.
We can.
Yeah.
Lauren's asking to swing.
Well, we have it on
Let's pull the audience.
It's throwing me off here.
Yeah,
we have it on
let's
the menu.
swing. Okay. We'll finish on the ground in a second. Swing it up,
I thought that
Lauren.
was a fancy pistol drill. That's why I went with it.
Oh, I was going to do a quick pistol drill from the floor.
Okay.
That can wait. We'll finish with
that. Let's come back to our swings. We're going to do 2 sets. It's 4 really, but 2 sets. If I go, you go. I'll go 5. Ian will go 5. I'll go 10. Ian will go 10. We'll do that twice through. Get a couple swings. Get a little heart rate. Then we'll get to the floor.
All right.
5 continuous.
2 hands on the bell, 5 swings. You're either going with Lauren or you're waiting to do 5 swings with me. And I'll be setting up because I know that's close to 5. So we have 5 hard style swings. Let's go.
Breathing, taking your time. Use that exhale and inhale from the nose, keeping the core braced, rooting your feet. And then, if you swung with me, we're going again for 10.
0 pressure to do 10. Lauren's first, 5th, and then 10th swing will look the exact same. They'll feel harder, challenging your endurance, challenging your strength. Finish with integrity because we started that way. Don't let that sloppy form tell you differently. You are in control of that bell, not the other way around.
All right, team Ian, 10 swings, and then one more round of all of that again. Take your rest. So if you swung with me, we're taking a break. We're breathing in and out our nose, trying to slow the breath down a little bit. And when 10 comes around, we're doing 5. 5.
If you're with me and you're resting, it's slow in the nose and trying to force out the breath. In slow, out slower. If you're with Lauryn, that came by quick. You're matching your breath like we are now.
5 swings, team Ian here. We're slowing our breath down. Ian has 5, then we'll do 10 each, and then we'll do some breathing. Here we go. Last set of 10. Up to 10.
Yeah, for the swing. The Polish punch threat, it's still there. Playing chicken with our bodies, delaying the onset of that hinge, maintaining high core tension, remembering to count, and then it's our turn. I go, you go style. Let's go.
All right, team Ian, finishing up your last set of 10 swings here. Team Lauryn, just slowing the breath down. Getting a little extra bonus time to catch our breath. And then we're all gonna join together and breathe on my pattern. Breathe in my way. So team Ian, you have about 10 seconds to try to force that exhale. Slow your breath down. In and out. And then in and out. One more time like so. In for 4. Out for 4. In for 4. Hold for 4. Out for 4. Again, in for 4. Hold for 4. Out for 4. 2 more rounds. In for 4. Hold. In more. And then hold. And then exhale for 4. One last round. In for 4. Hold for 4. In for 4. Hold for 4. Exhale for 4. And last one, hold empty for 4. 3, 2, and relax.
I was with you right up until the end. Let's shake it out. Return to the floor. Little mer person lunges as we just finish up. Maybe it is that pistol. I can only do it on this leg right now. But come on down anyhow you can. Sissy squats, toe squats included. And then assemble on that elbow. And just like in that get up, no slouch shoulders, push the elbow away. Like in those lunges, let's compress, pulling into the bottom leg at the front, and then extending the hip at the top with your butt squeeze. Maintain that position throughout, and then at the head neck, rotate to look at the forearm. Retract the shoulders, looking at the forearm. Let's rotate to look towards the ground with the rib cage or sternum. Then look up with the head neck. Rotate through the upper body, but keep the hip forward as we go back. Repeating one last time, look down to the forearm. Squeeze your top butt cheek and then rotate with that rib cage to face the floor. Take a breath in through the nose and out as you look up. Rotate through the ribs next and just press yourself to our little mer person or 90-90 set. Switching sides, same idea. No slouching shoulders. Push the way to engage those obliques. Here we are in our 90-90. The front leg of mine here, the left, pulling in. The compression of one helps the extension of the other. Using the shoulder to pack, keeping the hips in the same position, head rotates the forearm on the ground. Body with shoulders retracted rotates next. Look to the ceiling, keeping the body still, but the head moves. Then rotate through the torso body to open up further. Address those hips, top hip forward. Look to the ground, forearm on the floor. Then rotate through the rib cage or T-spine. Shoulders stay retracted. Take our breath. Exhale. As you look up, rotate through the torso body and then press through to that tall sit again. Thank you so much for joining us here today at Strength and Swing. Patrons, hello, thank you. YouTubers at large, hit subscribe, like, and visit barsandbells.com. And of course, Bars and Bells members, we appreciate you here live or in the archive. And it's my turn to wave now.
We will be doing our bar practice Thursday morning at 8:15 live on the tube, or join us on Friday for 9:30 restore and recharge. For both of those practices, you just need your body weight and a little bit of space. So join us then, but until then, take care, stay strong, and
train soon.
You got it.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Double spammed.